Good morning students. Myself Tanya Sharma, your EVS teacher. Welcome back to your EVS class. In the previous class, we discussed about the neighborhood and through an example story of a boy Vaibhav, we got to know about 4 different places that are school, hospital, park and even supermarket. Students, nowadays we are in the houses, right? We can't move out of our house, right? Even the vehicles are not allowed to move on the road. Everything is just stopped. We are at home, the vehicles are not on the roads, they are also parked at our home. And without any important work, we cannot go out of our houses. Why? It is all because of COVID-19, that is the coronavirus, which is spreading in the world. In this present situation, only 1 or 2 vehicles are that which are allowed to move on the road, and that vehicles are helping people. Which is that vehicle? Can you tell me? Yes, it is ambulance, right? And after ambulance, what is a vehicle which is also seen other than ambulance on the road? It is fire brigade, right? So today we are going to discuss about ambulance and a fire brigade too. Students, have you ever seen an ambulance? What is the color of an ambulance? Yes, it is white in color. Okay. And have you ever seen a fire brigade? Yes, that is red in color. In our school also we have done one emergency activity, right? And we have seen there the fire brigade and how it works. Today we are going to discuss the working of ambulance. Why the ambulance is used, what is its need, how it works, what are the features it is having. All that we are going to discuss in this video. So students, now tell me, what is an ambulance? Ambulance is a vehicle that is used for taking the sick people to the hospital. Or you can say ambulance is a vehicle or an emergency vehicle which is very helpful for taking the unwell patient or the injured patient to the hospital as soon as possible. An ambulance comprises of many things, right? You must have seen the ambulance, but you don't know what is inside the ambulance, right? There are many equipments which help the patient to reach the hospital safely, right? The ambulance has all the first aid things so that the patient can be taken to the hospital safely and at time. Which are the things or equipments which are there in the ambulance? I will tell you right now. In the ambulance, you can see a stretcher, a wheelchair, oxygen cylinder, ventilator and many more machines are there so that it helps the patient to reach the hospital safely. You can see a hospital on my screen, students. In the hospital, there is an ambulance. This type of ambulance is there in the hospital. It helps to take away the person who is sick to the hospital. This is called as emergency vehicle. So students, as I discussed in the explanation part, that inside the ambulance there are many equipments. Now you can see on the screen there are many equipments in the ambulance. Air conditioned patient cabin, that means the patient's cabin is fully air conditioned. There is life saving medicine and first aid kit, scoop stretcher, then fire extinguisher is also there. Then attendant seats, that is inside seat includes extraction kit and other tools. Then medical equipment, BP apparatus, pulse oximeter, stethoscope, glucometer. Then multi-para monitor, that means in the monitor they can see whatever is happening to the patient. Automatic electronic defibrillator, spine board, wheelchair and compressible stretcher. That means it can get folded. So all these equipments are there in the ambulance. Ambulance is very important because if there is an emergency, it can be anywhere, at your home, on road or at any other place. At that time, we can call 108 or an emergency number and call an ambulance to that place. Whenever you are injured, at that time you can call the emergency number and the services will be available to you. Ambulance, there are one or two staff who are known as paramedical staff, right? They take care of the injured person or the unwell person till they reach the hospital or till they get the better facilities. So they are very important because they give the first aid to the injured patient so that he or she can remain safe till they reach the hospital. As the ambulance take the injured person to the hospital, all other facilities are being provided at the hospital. In ambulance, the equipments or the facilities are less compared to the hospital. In the hospital, better facilities are provided to the injured person or the patient so that he or she can recover well. But before reaching the hospital, all the things or all the first aid is given in the ambulance, and ambulance play an important role in saving person's life. As soon as the patient is reached to the hospital, all the staff members, that are doctors and nurses, take care of the patient so that they can recover soon. They provide them with medicines and many facilities so that they can cure themselves from the diseases. As you know, nowadays coronavirus is spreading throughout the world. In this time also, only doctors are there who are taking care of the patients and saving their life. If doctors would not be there, then many people have died and the pandemic has done a great loss to the humans. This corona period, doctors are emerging as a god to us. They are treating the patients who are suffering from COVID-19 and also providing them with proper diagnosis so that they can recover soon. Right? In this way, they are helping the whole world. Doctors are important for us. You can see I wish I knew section in the course book. There it is given about ambulance. Ambulance is a vehicle that takes the patient or the sick person to the hospital. Now let's discuss about fire stations. When fire breaks out in our society or at our house or nearby areas, we call fire stations for help. Firefighters come in fire engine to help us. In fire engine, there are big water tanks, and through that water, the firefighters put out the fire. But in nowadays situation, fire brigades or fire engines are used for sanitizing the society and the nearby areas in the city. The fire engines are used because in that there are big hose pipes through which it is very easy to sanitize the areas, and even the spots where the coronavirus is spreading in a highest number, in that area continuously fire engines are working with the sanitization process. All this example, we got to know that our neighborhood is helping us even in this crisis, that is the COVID-19 crisis. Now you have to think that these neighborhoods play very important role in helping us in daily lives. If the doctors and the firefighters would not be there, then this situation would have got worse and the virus would have spread all over the areas and many people would have died. So we should respect every neighborhood and the person who are there to help us. That was all for today's class, students. I hope you are clear with the topics today what we discussed. Now I'll be back with another video. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.